everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode we are going to be speaking about, do spirits continue with their earthly ailments? For example, if somebody has had some sort of chronic disease, or maybe they have been disabled, or all of these different things, does that transfer to spirit? Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always honest and I don't need to lie. The answer is no. And yes, there's other people who will tell you that they do, but what you have to understand is we need to dive into this a little bit more for the understanding. When the human body fails and the human vessel that you possess going through this life journey ceases to exist, you return to energy. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is the body that is sick. The body is designed to die. It is designed, unfortunately, to be sick. We are not immortal. We can't just, and this is one of the things that you have to understand. Sadly, some people come into this world and they do have ailments, or while they are going through their life journey, they may discover ailments, or they may, have tragic accidents, or etc., etc. Now, when they go to spirit, are they feeling the pain and the suffering that they endured on this planet? No, get that straight out of your mind. Of course they're not. Why aren't they? I'll tell you the reason why. It's the brain that is keeping them locked in. It is the brain that is causing them the pain. It is the brain, again, we're coming back to this notion. You have to remember, when we go to the spirit, we don't have any of these earthly ailments. We don't have any of it. And whilst there's other people who tell you otherwise, listen to us. Think of it logically. Come away from all of the spiritualism and think of all of these different things where people have been lying and lying and lying. Listen, think of this like this. When you go through this life journey, it is your brain and your body keeping you alive. It is your brain and body that gets sick. It is your brain and body that gets ailments. It is your brain and your body that gets poorly and has accidents. Once you return back to spirit and your soul departs that vessel, no more do you suffer any of the pains that you have endured through your earthly existence. And if you think of it in that way, hopefully that makes a little bit more sense to you, because this is another topic that really gets us irate, because there's a lot of people out there who are in pain and suffering, which is part of my message, help, heal, serve. Help individuals, heal individuals, and serve the spirit world. There are a lot of people out there who are getting misled, told by mankind that, yes, once you go over to the spirit world, you still have the earthly ailments, and when you come back, it's going to continue the vicious cycle. Give over. Listen. Go and get an understanding. That's not how this works at all, and we are here to put that right. Remember, a lot of the things when we are speaking about the spirit world come back to us as human beings. A lot of people think because you've been sick in this life, it's going to continue over the spirit world. Think about it. Please, think about it for a second. It's not your soul that's sick. It's not your soul that's sick. It's the vessel you own and possess. So once you die and the soul departs the body and goes back over to the spirit world, why would it be sick? So if there's any of you who are wondering, maybe you've had a partner who, and this is a little bit off topic, but Spirit wanted us to mention it, same as anyone who's taken their own lives, same of anyone who has, there's many different forms of taking your own life, so I'm not going to go into them. But to each and every one of you who are wondering if your loved ones who are in spirit, or your family members who unfortunately couldn't take it no more on this earth plane, if they are still in pain, or if they haven't went to heaven because of what they've done. First of all, there's no such thing as heaven, and there's no such thing as hell. Once a soul leaves the body, it goes straight to the spirit world. So somebody who, couldn't take the realities of this world, and they may be forced to take their own life. First of all, know that that's not an easy decision to make. That individual couldn't take it no more. And you have to understand, Spirit are being very strong about this, because I know it's for one of you. You shouldn't blame yourself. You shouldn't feel that you were the cause. This individual could not change the outcome. There was only one way, and when drugs are involved, this is sadly, it takes over the individual. A lot of the time when drinking comes in, as well, it's a deadly cocktail. And this individual was on a downward spiral, and it didn't matter how much you helped or anyone helped, or, you couldn't have done anything, and you need to stop blaming yourself. God, we went into a bit of a reading there. See how spirit just comes straight through. But the thing is what you have to remember is human beings as a species, when we look at things, sometimes we look at it in the wrong way. And there's a lot of people out there who manipulate people's insecurities and lack of understandings. And they want you to believe that your loved one who is in spirit through these sort of tragic circumstances. For example, as well, Spirit asking us to reiterate, when we say tragic, we are referring to car crashes where somebody has been taken instantly. There's many different forms, but that's just a quick example. Anybody who has been taken from the face of this earth, whether that be by accidental, whether that be through tragic, whether that be taking their own life, anyone goes back to spirit. And no, they don't have any of the earthly problems that they had. A lot of you might be thinking, well, hang on, I knew Joe along the street, and Joe, he had a lot of mental health issues, but he had one of the best upbringings. Remember, it doesn't matter. This brain, this body, this vessel, it is programmed to fail. You could have had the best of upbringing. You could have had the best of family, but unfortunately, it doesn't change the fact of the matter that sometimes the brain can fail you. It's really that simple. So I hope you all understand that. And I wish that you all can see the concept and understanding behind it, so that you can build that as part of your understanding. I see so many times people saying that when you go to spirit, you continue with these earthly ailments. And it's like, ugh, who on earth has taught you? What on earth? Why would you even tell people that? You know, it's fascinating, but then you normally see that they're making a little bit of ka-ching out of it, because they're having therapy sessions with people, and, they're telling people about past lives. Oh, it makes us feel sick. It really, really does. But it won't be long until people see through that with our understanding. A lot of people will become very wise and open to some of the, I would say, scammery, trickery, deceiving. People are going to become very wise to it with the message of Help Heal Serve, and I'm glad that the spirit world are working with me to portray this message, because we will do everything in our power to make sure that it not just spreads across this earth plane, it will reach each and every part of the world. There are going to be loads of people. So anyway, before I go into a tangent, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. If you did like this video, remember to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and if you did like this video, remember to check out the videos that are going to be pinned. Until the next time, bye bye for now.